Hello everyone, welcome back to my another interesting English video. And in this English video gonna be so interesting because in this video I'm gonna sharing my English journey step by step. And as an English learner, I hope this video will be very helpful to you. And yep, so let's get on to the video and let's get started. Okay. So many people tell me that share your English journey. Instead of this, I want you to watch this video, then know more about me. And yep, that's all. And I decided to make a video on it so that people know and my audience will be learning from it. So at the beginning, I was in class 3. That time, everyone had bad English. Because they're starters. At the very first beginning, every person is starters. And at the end of the day, every person is a learner. At the beginning of the day, every person is starters. At the end of the day, every person still learners. And yep, that's all happened to me. And I couldn't speak even a sentence because many people talking to me, they know how to structure everything sentence. But I'm so surprised is their first conversation, but they speak so nicer than me. If I talk about my beginner self. Because at the beginning, I don't be in their stage also. And people make fun of me. Teachers kinda like don't give so I don't get literally whatever I tell. I don't get perfect marks for this English subject. I was the most weakest. Again, I'm telling you, every person is starters. And yep, every person beginning, that will be worst. There will be worstest ever. You have to believe this. Okay? So every person is a starters, and don't tell me again I'm starting English so I can't. Every person is starters. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, many people tells me that what's your first step after learning ABCD? It's quite funny because I didn't learn ABCD at that time. I used to learn and observe many things. What is that? After learning ABCD, after my childhood when I was 5 and when I was pretty 9 that time, I used to watch cartoons. And I used to watch cartoons with subtitles. Without subtitles, I cannot understand anything. Even I cannot understand with their activities, and they don't use any slangs, of course. They use perfect structured sentences, basic very. And then I go to movie. I'm not used to movie English. I don't recommend you at the first place watching English movies. I recommend first watching cartoons because why cartoons are made? Cartoons are made to entertain children in a learning way. The cartoon company wants to kids to learn this English properly at the same time entertain. So if it's great, so they use never wrong, they use perfectly sentenced grammar. So you have to watch this. And my one cartoon's recommendation is when I was a child of 9, that time at first I started by watching Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. And over there it's so fascinating about Ben and Holly's little adventure, castle, fairy, and elf, moose, many things I love at that moment. This is my favorite cartoon when I was a child. And yep, that's all about my cartoons. If you tell that, how did I start speaking? Like, I don't have any partner at that time. I speak like 6 months in a mirror technique, or I used to play and listen and talk. I used to play, listen, and talk. This is my formula, 3-step formula. Just play, listen, and speak. This is my thing. And I want to ask you another thing, that stop using grammar. I say that grammar is really needed, but it's not needed for beginner levels when you're going to start English. Instead of this, I want you to just listen, and even though I don't know grammar, even I'm a 12 years old girl, probably didn't know any grammar. If people tell why, give me the grammar logic, then I should probably not give this. Why? I don't know. It comes from the mind. And I nowadays I could make new vocabulary, and I'm so surprised that how can I make vocabulary? Vocabulary, I need to memorize it, but nowadays I'm making new vocabulary. Maybe this is a great way to listen. Cute. So many people tell me like that, and after 6 months I found a video which is called Google Assistant Can Talk to You. And I don't know anything about Google Assistant, then my mother helped me to go to Google Assistant, and I talked to Google with the voice, and when I talk to Google Assistant, they recommend something to understand my English, etc. After that, I used to go to Free for Talk to understand other countries' people, and over there I also find Bangladesh, India, Indonesia, and more over the countries. But you can talk only in audio call there. So I used to practice in audio call, and if that's all, not a real conversation at all. Then after that, I used to I get a lot of knowledge to make structures, to make everything. At the same time, my pronunciation were developing, specifically American and British both. But when I grew up older, that time I used to different the accent. But my target is not to learn accent, my target too is learn English. So I learn English in that way. Many people learn English in that way, but I learn English in that way. Find the way you love to do. This is the point I want to tell you every single day. And I love the way I want to do, right? So this is a great way to understand everything. And after that, I used to download the HelloTalk application. Over there, I found many teachers who can talk to me, and even though some packages are free, I get 10 days free trial, but after that I don't need any trial. And the teachers tells me that you need to improve your grammar, and you're not completely, and I feel like I don't need to talk in HelloTalk because they're cutting other mistakes, and I don't like them properly, because I'll learn more and more. I'll fix by myself. But the person or teacher tell me to you're making mistakes, so to learn more than talk to in this application. So I don't feel like getting into this application, so I deleted it and installed it. But I still use Free for Talk for my daily conversation. Also, then after that, I'm just progressing myself, then narrate my everyday English conversations. What is a narrate means? Narrate means to relate everything. Like, I'm gonna sleep, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna eat. What a child to learn English. Speak English like a child. And many go to other countries speak English like a child. What they do, they just listen, observe, then speak. And they used to first talk in small sentences like I will go, I want to go, I want to go there, I want to go to play football tonight, and no, this afternoon. So there's like that, making small sentences, and after that they learn ABCDs. Before that, they don't learn anything. They just learn how to speak. So if you're much younger than me, don't forget to learn English. But if you're older than me, then probably you have to start learning English right now. Because the more earlier you learn this language, but it's not a big deal if you're a boomer, but it's great. Yep. So another thing I want to tell you that these applications I just share with you. This is my own experience. I don't share it with anyone, but I decided to make a video on it and share my English journey. And watching cartoons helped me a lot, but I also watch motivational movies, motivational podcasts, and as I'm interested in neuroscience, I've had many classes on neuroscience, particularly American and British. Over there I also learned many objects, vocabularies, and yep, if you're an intermediate learner, then watching movies is a great opportunity for you to improve your vocabulary. And as well as I always suggest Harry Potter. Now I'm talking in British accent because when I get Harry Potter, that time I used to watch British movies and I love Harry Potter a lot. It's my favorite. So nowadays, at the first beginning, I'm not watching Harry Potter, but when I was getting into the intermediate, that time I used to watch Harry Potter movies. This is highly recommended and I'll urge you to probably watch it and watch it with subtitles. And my favorite episode is Prisoner of Azkaban and the Chamber of Secrets. I love it more than I thought. This is great. Yep, that's great, and that's for all my English journey. And another thing I want to tell you is you can make conversation videos in Skype if you want. Go to the Skype and conversation with everyone. Everyone has a unique link. Join them and do conversation in video. And if you're not really get into that video, then what you should do is just record yourself and immerse yourself in the English media. But wait, it's a motivation time for you. What the motivation time means? For new learners in this platform, in this motivation time, I tell people how do you learn English and how did I learn English, and I motivate them to learn English. So this motivation technique I want to use is don't use other people's techniques. Start using the way you love to. Again, moving to my English journey, I learn English the way I want to in English. I don't listen anyone's advice. So find the way you look to do of your own. So this is all of the video. If you're interested, then like and share with your family and friends. And how'd you like the video? Comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon ding for getting all of the notifications and updates from my channel, English related. See you in the next video. Bye. See you later.